Hi everyone, my name is Taylor Darwin and I am your instructor for this course. I am really looking forward to getting to know you this semester, and I just thought this video would help you learn to navigate this course a little easier. So if you go home, this is our home page. It's got a lot of useful information. You have by now found the welcome video. Um, just some quick information and tidbits about the course if you want to get to know me, some student services that the college has to offer. One that I would suggest using is the math lab. As a student, you do have access to that, and it is open on Saturdays and Sundays as well. This is just a quick information of the course navigation on the side here, what each button, where it will take you and what it will do. And then just take some time to maybe look through a couple of these other ones, just so you're aware of the resources that you have as a student. But you can find pretty much everything you need for this course under the modules tab. So I'm going to go there really quick, and I'm going to go through a couple pieces of the course information. So my instructor handout is basically a condensed version of the syllabus. You're welcome to look through the syllabus. It's a really long document, and this is just one page. So it basically says the same thing. Here's how you can contact me. Email's really good, and Canvas also has an inbox that I'll explain to you. That's easier for some students as well. You are taking algebra. We will be using an online textbook. You don't have to get an actual textbook. I actually have a PDF of the textbook if you really want it, so you don't have to pay for it. But by getting the online homework, I believe that you also will have access to the textbook. So we're going to be doing our homework online through MathLab, which I'll explain a little bit later. This course only allows scientific calculators, no graphing calculators. If you're confused on the difference, please feel free to reach out. But basically, graphing calculators are the ones that have the y equal function, usually in the top left corner. So that's really kind of a giveaway. If it can graph functions for you, then it's a graphing calculator. Here's how the course is broken down as far as percentages go. The homework's worth 10%. Our discussions, which there's 10, is worth 10%. Exams are 60%, and the final exam is 20%. We will have 4 exams plus a final exam in this course, and 10 discussion boards. If you want a more specific breakdown on when everything is due, there is a weekly schedule that you can follow. So, for example, this week, you are expected to look over the content in section 1.2 and 1.3 in the syllabus. And 1.2 is due August 28th. 1.3 is a little long, so I kind of carried it into the next week. And for that reason, 1.3 is not due until September 4th. But basically, whatever you learn during the week is due that Saturday. So all these dates that you see are Saturdays. You don't have to wait until Saturday to do it. You can do it as soon as you want. And all of these homeworks are open. If you want to work ahead, then you're more than welcome to do that. Pretty much each week, other than test weeks, we'll have a discussion board. So discussion board this week's due the 28th. Discussion board this week is due the 4th. So anytime there's a discussion board, it's also due on that Saturday. And then for exams, there's kind of an interval here for exams, a 3-day interval. It's usually Monday through Wednesday. I'm going to let your institution, your campus, figure out which day works best for you guys. Maybe if you're at a certain campus, it just works better for everyone to do it on a Tuesday. Or at another campus, it may make more sense for you guys to test on a Wednesday. That's fine. I'll be constant communication with your coordinators, and we can figure out what works best for you guys. So that's just the reason there's not a set date. It's just a little wiggle room for you guys. Like I said, there are 4 exams, and each exam, so for example, exam 1 will cover chapter 1 and 2. Exam 2 will cover chapter 3, so on, so on. The final exam is cumulative, which means it covers everything that we've learned in the course. So feel free to look at this and let me know if you've got any questions. So I'm going to go back to modules. Please look through the rest of this information. It is useful information, but these are really the 2 condensed pieces of information that I wanted to discuss. Well, actually, MyLab and Mastering. So if you select this button over here, it will take you to the online homework, and you'll have to sign up for it, and it comes at an additional cost that you need to cover, or maybe your campus will cover. I'm not sure, depending on the campus. It kind of tells you some information to go about signing up for it, but for the most part, you just need to go to MyLab and Mastering, and you need to create a Pearson login, and it's already synced with our course. So all you have to do is create an account and go through the steps. This seems to be the hardest part of getting started. So if you need help, please feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to help you. Okay. So please look through that information that I didn't cover. But you can also look at assignments. I've broken it down into weeks. So for example, week 1, by the end of the first week of class, 1.2 is due and discussion board 1 is due. And then week 2, week 3, so on, so on, so on. There are discussion boards for week 2 and week 3. I haven't created them yet, but I will. They will be up there. There's notes for class that you can find. These are blank documents. Recorded lectures for the documents, so you can watch videos over 1 and 2, and if you want the blank notes that I take in the recorded lectures, feel free to follow along. And then these are just my keys, so if you are not someone who likes to watch videos, you can look at my key and learn that way. There's lots of different ways to learn in this course, so choose the one that works best for you. And then lastly, these are not part of your grade, but I'm going to kind of add to these throughout the semester if you want to do fun little activities that accompany the exam and the content learned for that exam. Lastly, there is this inbox feature in Canvas. You can message me directly, and I get those notifications on my phone. Sometimes this is a little quicker response than email, but feel free to reach out either way. Lastly, if you want to find your grades, feel free to click this button and you can have access to your grades. Tried to make this semi-short, so not to overwhelm you, but please, please, please reach out with any questions. I'm happy to help, and I look forward to having a great semester with you guys.